So after my aunt got rid of my therapist, she did not give me a new therapist. So not only was I still experiencing my trauma alone, but the one lifeline that I had left, she took away. There were odd things that I can remember growing up that I still don't have an explanation for, but seemed a bit fishy. I can remember right after my mother's death, my aunt leaving us and her children with my great grandmother while she went back and forth to Paris. I can remember her remodeling her whole kitchen. Back then I didn't know what was going on, but now to me it seems like there was some type of money that came in. I mean, according to her, her dead sister's kids had been so traumatized, and she had 4 children of her own, but she thought that it was fine to leave all of us with, not my grandmother, my great grandmother, and go to Paris. We eventually moved out of the valley into Canyon Country, into a townhome in a gated community. So growing up, I was always the kid that suffered in silence. By this time, everybody had kind of either abandoned me or been taken away from me. And a lot of times I was called a liar, that I didn't think anybody would believe me if I said anything anyways. My sister was very rebellious though, and got fed up with all the abuse and everything when she was about 15 or 16, and she ran away from home. When my sister refused to come back, my aunt facilitated for my sister to go live with her, my aunt's best friend. So my sister started living with my aunt's best friend, and I was left in the house with my aunt and her children. Although my sister was gone, she still wanted control over my sister. So when my sister asked for her birth certificate and her social security, my aunt refused to give it to her. Because my sister wanted to get a job when she left and she was living with my aunt's best friend, my aunt's best friend took my sister down to Social Security to apply for her Social Security card so that she could order her own birth certificate. At that time, my sister found out that my aunt had been collecting a check for us for the last 7 years while telling us that she wasn't getting any money for us and that we should just be grateful to be in her house. Like for what happens next.